Happy Wednesday. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I choose to rejoice and I choose to be glad in it. Grace and mercy has shown up on our behalf yet again. God has graced you and I to make it to another day with brand new mercies intact. We are still in the land of the living, called for purpose. God has given us another opportunity to get it right, to do that thing which He has designed for us to do. And for that, I give God praise. Thank you for meeting me here on this platform once again, Life Flow Daily Devotional. My intention today is the same as it was yesterday and the day before. I want to provide content on this platform that would encourage your day, that would get your mornings off to phenomenal starts, that would encourage you along your discipling journey, and that will ultimately lead you closer to God. I want to challenge you on this Wednesday morning. I want to challenge you to reject the lies of inadequacy. From the beginning of your existence, the enemy has attempted to convince you that you're not enough, attempted to convince you that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you don't have enough ability, you don't have the capacity to get it done. Well, I want to challenge you today to rebuke and reject that lie. God didn't send you in the power of you, but He sent you in the power of His Spirit. The Bible declares that we can do all things through Jesus Christ, which gives us strength. The Bible declares that with God, all things are possible. He's the God of all flesh, and there is nothing too hard for Him. And the Bible declares, Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20, now unto Him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to that power that is at work in us. The power of God is at work in you, causing you to be able to do the impossible. Yes, God has given you the ability to make the impossible a reality. It doesn't matter how it appears to be, what it looks like. You have more capacity than you can have ever imagined. I'm reminded of the story of Elisha and the widow of the prophet. The Bible says that her sons were about to be sold into slavery for the debt that was left by her deceased husband. The man of God asked her, "What do you have in your house?" She says, "Nothing but this oil in this jar." The Bible declares that she began to pour oil in jar after jar after jar after jar. And the oil kept flowing until the jars ran out. What's amazing about that is what was not enough to fill up her vessel was more than enough to fill up all the vessels that she came into contact with. See, that's a lesson. That's a reason to give God thanks. That's an understanding. That's a revelation. And the revelation is God did not design your oil for your vessel. God didn't design trees to eat their own fruit. The sun does not benefit from its own rays. The rain does not benefit from its own drops. But those things, just like you, are designed to make something else better. I want you to know that the capacity inside of you to produce life and to produce greatness in another vessel is waiting, is bursting at the seams. I want to read this article to you that I ran past several years ago. While ministering in Africa, I met a Christian worker who raised his 6 children on $10 a month. He told me the story of how children in his village were going blind because of the disease that could be prevented with medicine that only cost 50 cents. He began to pray and ask God to send a rich person to their village to help give the money for the medicine, but no one ever came. As he kept praying, the Lord told him he should give the money to buy the medicine. But with 6 children and only $10 a month salary, he couldn't see how he could do this. But he and his family prayed and decided that every month they would buy the medicine to help one child. When I last spoke with him, he had been doing this for 7 years and had saved 84 children from going blind. and his family saw God meet all their needs. If you make the decision that you're going to invest in another vessel, God will see to it that you'll always have something in your vessel to pour out. The devil is trying to convince you to renege on your purpose by causing you to feel inadequate. But he's a liar. He's the father of lies. He couldn't tell you the truth if his life depended on it. He doesn't want you to succeed because misery loves company. The greatness of God is all over your life. Now I want to encourage you today. Go on and be great. Well, until next time, remember this: life happens in the flow.